Okay, I'm back. Now that you've seen the actual nuke entrances that I made, I'm just fired up my FreeCAD here. I'm going to show you how I sketched them out. They're very simple. So I've got my FreeCAD set on part design. I'm going to create a new document, create a body, create a sketch, and I'm going to select the XY plane base and click OK. And because this is round, all I want to do is grab the circle tool, and I want to draw a circle in the middle. Now I want to click the center of the circle, and I want to click the center of the base, and I want to click this button here, this dot, and that moves the circle or centers the circle over the XY plane. And now I want to click the outside of that circle, and I want to select the constrain an arc or a circle, and I want to set that to 45 millimeters. And just zoom that out. Now, that 45 millimeters is going to end up being 90 millimeters overall when it's printed. So that's roughly 3.5 inches. So we click the close button, and we're going to pad that, and we're going to make it 2 millimeters thick. Click OK. Now, first thing I want to do is create a hole in the center for the screw to attach it to the nuke body. So create a sketch, grab the circle tool again, and draw a small circle in the middle. Again, center that by grabbing the center of the circle and the center of the base, and click that button. And then the only other function we have to do is to click the outside of that circle. Click the constrain an arc, and we want to make it 1.5 millimeters. And that's going to give us a 3 millimeter hole for a screw to go through. That's constrained, so we can click closed, we can click pocket, and make it 2 millimeters. Click OK. Next thing we want to do is click the pad, create a sketch, grab the circle tool again, and I want to put a circle up here. Now this is going to be the open entrance for the bees to go in and out. So I'm going to click the center of the circle, the center of that arc line, and then I want to select the double arrows here, and let's fix a length, and we want to set that to 0. Then we want to click the outside of the circle. We want to constrain an arc, and we want to set that to 13 millimeters. And then we want to click the center of the circle and the center line and set a distance of 28 millimeters. Now I set this 13 millimeters, which means the opening is going to be 26 millimeters or roughly an inch. So click close. Now we want a hole, so we click the pocket function and we'll set that to 2 millimeters. Click OK. So there's our wide open entrance for the bees to go in and out. So the next thing I want to do is put in some slots for a ventilated opening. So I want to select the create a slot. And I just want to draw the slot there. Expand that a bit. And I want to grab those 2 center dots and the center line. And I want to center that slot. I want to grab the top 2 dots. And I want to make that 20 millimeters wide. Oh, not 29. Hit the wrong button. Make that 20 millimeters wide. And then I want to click the top and bottom dots. And I want to set that to 3 millimeters. And now I've got to set the distance from the center. So we can grab either of these top dots and click the center line. And I believe that should be about 18 millimeters. There. Okay, so that's fully constrained. So now we can close that. Once again, we want to make a hole. So we click the pocket. Change that to 2 millimeters. Click OK. Now, instead of drawing each individual slot and trying to get them evenly spaced, we have another function here that we can do that automatically. And that is this button here. It's create a linear pattern feature. So we click that. We click the pocket to function or sketch. Click OK. Now, over here on the left, if you see the direction is set on horizontal sketch, we want to change that to vertical. And we want to change the length of this to 20 millimeters. Now, it's put that slot above the original slot, but we want it below the slot, so we have to check the reverse direction. And there we have 2 slots, but we actually want 4, so we change the occurrences to 4. And there we have our slotted openings, evenly spaced for if you want to transport the bees someplace and you still want them to have ventilation. You can just spin this around to that, and the bees can't get out through those slots, but they'll still get fresh air. So the last part of this is to create a sketch. Now I want the rectangle, and I want to put a rectangle right about there. Increase the size of that. Now we can center this rectangle. Okay. Now the length of this rectangle, we can make it quite wide actually. We can make it 20 millimeters. And it only needs to be about 5 millimeters wide. So we'll just click those 2 end dots. Set the height to 5. And we can click either the outside corners or the inside corner. It doesn't matter. But I choose the outside corner. Click the center line. And we want to set that to 40. And there we have a fully constrained sketch. So we're going to close. Now we're going to pad that. And we're just going to leave that at 10 millimeters and click OK. And once again, we want to create another one of these on this side. So instead of drawing it, we go up here and we have this create a mirrored feature. We click that. We select the pad that we just created and we click OK, and boom, there's another handle for the spinner. Simple as that. And if you want, you can fancy these up a little bit by clicking that top edge, hold down the control key and selecting these other top edges and either putting a round fillet edge on it or a tapered chamfered edge. So you can put round on it and make it 2. Click OK. And there you have the nuke entrance. Simple as that. So now I want to put that into my 3D printer. So I select mesh design from the workbenches. Select meshes, create mesh from shape. And I want to select all of those. And click standard, click OK. And the model. So we can right click on that bottom mesh there, export it, and just go save. I already saved it, but we'll just save it again. So I'll bring up my 3D printing slicing software. I'll open a file, round nuke entrance, click open. And there, it's ready to be exported to my 3D printer and ready to print. Now this takes roughly 7 meters of filament to print. And so it's, once again, it's very cheap. It's about $1 to print this out. And you can make it any color you like, or you can make them all the same color. I chose to make them multiple colors so that I can color code my hive bodies. And so, yeah, that's it for this. So I hope you got something out of the video, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So please have a good day, and I will be back again with another 3D tutorial on other beekeeping things that I've made. And yeah, so we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.